Red heifer! Okay, so tonight's dinner, we're going to have stuffed mushrooms. Now, let me tell you something, okay? When you're an adult and you buy the groceries and you prepare the groceries, you can have appetizers for dinner. I'm just saying. So, anyway, we're going to use one of our Bob Evans hot sausages. We're going to clean up all of these mushrooms and we are going to fill this 13 by 9 with them. Now, our stuffing will be the Bob Evans sausage. We're going to do 2 jalapenos, some fresh cilantro, some red onion, and I'm going to use this. This here is the Hatch Chili salsa mix that I've been using on different things. I think I put it in my tacos. I think I even put some in one of my pasta dishes that I made. Um, I did some shrimp with Alfredo and fettuccine, and I used a little bit of this in that just to give it that fresh flavor. So we're going to put this in our sausage mixture. This is what I mean. These packets are so great because when you get packets, they're like flavoring, and you can get them cheap. This one was 29 cents on Reduced, and I've used it already on 2 previous meals. So we're going to use some in this. I've also used it in my deviled eggs, which really came out fantastic. I forgot that. Also in my deviled eggs. And then we will use our sharp cheddar cheese to top our mushrooms. So I need to get this started, get my mushrooms clean, get everything in order. And when I get to a certain point, I'll show you where I'm at. Maybe. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll just see. Perfect. All 3 container tops, all my little mushroom caps fit perfect. So I have all of my bottoms in here. I'm going to put my lid on it and stick it in the fridge, and we're going to make the stuffing. Oh, okay. So we have our Bob Evans sausage. I'll put that in there first. I like the hot because it has a good heat to it. Tennessee Pride was always my favorite. Jimmy Dean is what I get on sale the most, but this Bob Evans, which is going to be on sale at JC for $2.99 a roll this week, it's now my favorite. I use this in my chili. I use it on pizzas when we do like a meat lovers pizza. I really like this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we're going to use the rest of this because I have dirty meat hands. Maybe I can open it. I don't know. Uh, Come on. It's called meat hands. Let's do it this way. Okay. So I'm going to use all of the rest of this. That's quite a bit. Okay. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to cut up some onion, jalapeno, and cilantro. Okay, so we have cilantro, jalapenos, and onions. And I'm going to dice this just a little more fine before I get all of that in. But there's something I want to tell you. When you use cilantro, always use a little bit of the stems and chop them up really, really fine because those will bring some wonderful flavor to your dishes. Even the leaves, but even the stems are very good in your cooking. So let's get all of that put in. It is amazing how this smells. It is so fresh and green and just wonderful. And it's going to cut, that cilantro is going to cut that fat in the sausage so well. Mm. Yummy, yummy. So let me get this mixed up. Okay, so we're going to set our oven to 350. Let that heat up while we stuff our mushrooms. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and it normally does really quickly. Let's stick our mushrooms right here so that you can just see. A lot of people will pick the mushroom up and ball it and do all of that, and I used to do that, but the last time I made mushrooms, I did it this way, and it went so much faster, and that's why I was so willing to make more stuffed mushrooms for a meal. Now, something else you could do with these is if you made your stuffed mushrooms, you could pop these into a muffin tin and fill it with some egg and make like a little mini egg quiche mushroom bottom with sausage. I don't know. But anyway, this is what I found to be the best way to do it, is just grab a handful and just start putting in. Now, I will go back through and we'll tamp them in because we're probably going to have more stuffing than we have mushrooms. So I can be very generous, but not too generous, just in case. And it really does. It works just fine because once that fat cooks down, it does hug the mushrooms. But this is how I found to make it so much easier. Because then I used to like try to place them in and all of that. But look how quick this is going. You just put it in there. Okay, so I'm going to finish doing that. Okay, so they're all stuffed. And now we're going to put our cheese on. We're going to just cover the top with cheese because it's going to stick to the meat. The meat's going to stick to the mushroom, and they're going to be awesome. So let's get some cheese on there. Okay, very nice. There. Okay, so there's our cheese covered mushrooms. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop them in the oven, and then we're going to go do some other stuff. It will take it about an hour, hour and a half to be perfect. So I'm going to pop them in the oven, and then we're going to go do some other stuff. We're going to go have some fun. Okay, you guys, I was outside messing around in the rain, and a friend of mine was driving by and saw me and pulled in the driveway and handed me something that he had just gotten off the road. Look here. Oh my gosh. See? It's a little box turtle. I would say it's, what, 2 years old? I'm not sure how they do, but I'm just going to leave it here for now and probably take it somewhere tomorrow out back and turn it loose and make certain that it's not going to get anywhere. But she looks like she's like right there. So we're just going to cover her up back where she was. She's eating. Yeah, you guys leave my little turtle alone. They were eyeballing her earlier. Here they are, you guys. The 4-week-olds. They're so pretty. They're loving this area. I need to clean it tomorrow. I'm also going to set up the big brooder tote for the little chickens and bring them up here in the next day or two. I know it's going to be awful early, but there's just so many of them and they need more room. Okay, so if you go back into my playlists, you will see like chickens with music. And these were like the first chickens I brought. They were my Brahmas, my white Brahmas. And there's one where I gave them a hot dog and it freaked them out. and it was hilarious. It was just a really fun video. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna give these guys a hot dog and see what they do with it. We're just gonna see. I'm kind of scared of it. They don't know what to do. Like, what the hell is that, Mom? What are you trying to do to us? Oh, you can't see it if I put it down there. Oh, I guess I threw it too far, but I just wanted them to get in a spot where they could all get around it. Okay, there we go. I'm sure in a little bit they'll go at it, but young chickens are scared of hot dogs. It's so funny because later on, my Brahmas, I could throw a hot dog out and one would grab half of it and take off running. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll come back up later and see if they eat it. But see how chickens are scared of hot dogs? Maybe that's a sign we should not eat them. All right, let's go do something else. What's up, Tut Man? What's going on? Hmm? Where's all your girls at? Hmm? Where are they at? Uh-oh. Oh, that ain't good. Hmm. There were a clutch of eggs in here yesterday. Now where are they laying?